wants to go into lair, but we have the Spire started for Scarlet, and she has also a really good amount of harvesters. Same is true for Jado. Very good economy for both of them, but Scarlet will be the first one to control the Mutalisk there. But once more, a Queen being attacked, and that Baneling really saving the Queen for now.
Yeah, and now finally Scarlet is heading into her comfort zone with that Spire. She loves making the Spire in every matchup, and every time she gets her Mutalisk, she is deadly effective with them. And Jadon gets that confirmation. He sees the Spire, starts to make his own, but she's a half a Spire ahead.
And this is going to get really interesting, since Scarlet, if you think about it, in the game versus life, where both of them headed into the Spire, had a massive lead. She was just able to take the better engagement. It's really the kind of play that she wants to go for. So we had such incredible performance for her here at Aces ROG in the matches of the ZVZs that she played. If she can play the same Mutalisk play against Jadon, it should be a good game for her. But the Tyrant is just doing so much pressure on the ground, always dodging those Banelings, and really putting the pressure on her, trying to force mistakes.
Yeah, that's right. But she does have a lot of Zerglings and Banelings, and he's got mostly Zerglings. I wonder if part of showing himself there is just forcing Scarlet to make more Banelings, wasting some gas on those. She's got 5 Banelings again, the same number she had against Life. Kind of wasted them against Life, but because they all exploded and died against Spines. Here they come, one Baneling. Those 2 Banelings, if they explode all of them, they'll be really good. Wow!
That was a good one, taking down a lot of those Zerglings, exactly what she needed there. Scarlet with an early lead here, ground forces, and she is getting the first Mutalisk. She's heading into this armor upgrade as well, starting to take down Overlord. Sniping Banelings first, so awesome for her to have these Mutalisks first in here, and she's going down on that third base, and that's going to be so complicated. I don't think that he can hold on to that third base. Scarlet is going to take that hatch down. Really well played by Scarlet so far. She moves back, and now she can go Overlord hunting, and there are a lot of them.
Jadon doesn't have any Banelings right now, so these Zerglings are very valuable. Scarlet now is going to be mining from 6 gases, and she's just killed that hatchery, so time is on her side. Jadon needs to make something happen. He goes for the counterattack, but she's got the Queens. I feel really good for Scarlet in this situation.
It's all about the gas. The gas. You want to get ahead of the Mutalisk count. You want to get those upgrades out there. And if you have the 5 and 6 gas, then you can make that happen. Overlord's not good enough for Jadon, as I said earlier, because he had his own Mutalisk there. But it's now a matter of time, and the clock is running against Jadon. He's looking at a third base that is just started. And Scarlet's already mining gas off from a third base, so she will have the lead in the Mutalisk numbers in just a few seconds.
Every second must feel excruciating to Jadon, as he doesn't have that third yet. And to make matters worse, to compound the situation, she's already got Flyer Carapace ready on her Mutalisk, so she can take even fights. She can start to take aggressive control. She can also send these 3 drones back to her third base.
Jadon is just trying to catch up somehow and hoping for Scarlet to make a mistake, maybe an overcommitment at some point. For the Canadian Zerg player, that could definitely bring him back into this match. He is just gonna, he has to really dread the next fight. The Queen is gonna help out a little bit, but he also needs to pull back those overlords. But Zergling suddenly in the main base, sneaking in, horrible for Jadon here, and he has to do something. Is he gonna expose all those overlords and get the Mutalisk back into the main? I'm not quite sure. He's losing so many harvesters. Does he even realize the Zerglings are there? I don't know.
I don't know if he didn't notice. He didn't notice. Oh my god, the single drone was moved. The Zerglings went to the surface. There's barely anything there.
25 harvesters killed. The Mutalisk now moving back. Mutalisk numbers 23 to 18 in favor of Scarlet. She takes down the harvesters that are mining gas at the third base. Once again, even increasing the lead that she already has. 130 supply against 100 right now. Scarlet is looking dominant.
She's now just flying back as she did so much economic damage. If she stays alive, she wins this game.
She goes in with the Mutalisk, taking down the Zerglings, maybe losing a Queen here, but she still has 2 Queens, so she can go for the injects. The Mutalisk battle about to happen, a 5 Mutalisk lead for Scarlet already in the main base. Another Queen already died, and those Mutalisks are fighting. Jadon is not even moving them back. He's taking the fight. It's a GG. Scarlet takes game number 2.
Two players.
Calm and collected, taking a sip here. We have the tie situation after 2 games. It is a best of 7, not a best of 5. Both of them have to win 3 additional maps to take the title.
No map can be vetoed. The match is consisting of 7 maps, so all maps can potentially be played. Will we, StarCraft fans, be treated to a 4-3 score today? Or will someone start to take a rapid advantage in this series? There's no way of being sure, but so far it's a 1-1. We will not see a 4-0 wipeout. We've got a true match on our hands here.
I would love to see the match go over the entire 7 maps, and so far we've had a lot of fast-paced games between the 2 of them. The first game already very aggressive, early pools. And in the second game, for the first 5 to 6 minutes, they mirrored each other. Exact same timings, exact same amount of units, but then both of them heading into the Mutalisk, and then it got really Scarlet going down on that third base of Jado, taking it out and really zoning the opponent out there, running with that small time advantage that she had. Mutalisk already in the game, and the Mutalisk was so important there. Those few seconds, 10, 20 seconds, sometimes faster with the Mutalisk, sniping those Banelings,
yeah, those 2 Banelings,
negating the threat, and then running in with the Zerglings. Also the 1 Baneling hit that she had, reducing the Zergling numbers of Jaedong, that really came through. Those 2 things combined gave her the opportunity to take down that third base. It was really literally all those 2 things, killing a few Zerglings and sniping those 2 Banelings. The row was open, taking down the third, their own third secured, and that must have felt so good for him.
That was the beginning of the end for Jaedong there, and he will be looking back at those things and wonder, how did that happen? How am I going to prevent that from happening? Very mirror builds from them so far in both game 1 and 2. We're going to see that in game 3 as well.
And if you think about the 1 Baneling, we have that in game 2 as well, but for Jaedong, for the other player. So now we jump into exactly, that's easy there. Game number 3 is going to happen right now. It's the Relic Watcher. We're already in the game. Starting to the top right, we have our Zerg player in blue. It is not on screen just yet. We jumped in and we have Jaedong. Once again, we have the Tyrant. Yet the Aces ROG tournament, EG Jaedong. A 1-1 situation going up against the bottom left Zerg player for Team Acer. It is Scarlet.
Getting rather packed in here as the attendants of Northcon are starting to watch this final, realizing that there's something truly interesting and magical going on here.
Yeah,
okay, that helps too.
So right now with the opening, we don't see any kind of earlier pools once more. That was something that they restricted to the first game. We have now the third coming up with both of them having the first overload out there, the first that they build, and let's see if we see again. We have a small deviation here. This is kind of the time in the series where mind games starting to take effect. When you have the 1-1 situation and both of them are wondering, are you going to be aggressive? Are you going to try to go into the late game? What you going to do here? And it looks like both of them are heading into
Hello.
It's not like they agreed on doing this or something. Let's only test our strengths in exactly the same build, because people always say that it's about build or the wins. And I'm not gonna let that happen. I don't think that's something that they agreed upon.
You know, you talked a little bit about a potential 7-game series between them, and it's not the first time that they met each other. They actually had one best of 5 series in the second season of the WCS Premier League in America. And back then, 2 victory for Jaedong. So a very close series, and it went over the entire distance. We could see that today. It's kind of a bit like the revenge match for the opportunity for and it could definitely come down to this once again. And we talked a lot about Jaedong. We talked a lot about his let's have a quick look at Scarlet and the stats for her for the entirety of Heart of the Swarm. Not only looking at the matches that she played yet. We have her with 31 maps actually in Heart of the Swarm offline against and she won 88% win ratio. Not quite on the same level that Jaedong has accomplished here, but still pretty significant. One of those players that gains a lot of momentum, which we've seen in this tournament already.
Yeah, it just seems like her good cheer and even when she's being modest, cannot be stopped at this tournament. Something about this tournament which is all that travel. Made her weary from all that, and she's looking forward to her break, and was worried that maybe it might affect her sleep. Well, it did, in a good way. All that travel, all the rest of the recent tournaments that she's had are somehow all coming together there in her mind, and are allowing her to play amazing games there.
And the same is true for Jaedong, who is going into another Baneling nest a little bit quicker here. And especially the series, I have to highlight this once again that we saw against Innovation. It was so close. He definitely deserved the win there, but it was Jaedong who won that. It was pretty chaotic, a lot of stuff happening there. And both of them just going to the limit. And here we have for Scarlet and for Jaedong on the Relic Watcher, on a map where you have a big Baneling nest. They want to make sure that they don't to any kind of sweeping aggression. And it's actually Jaedong who gets a lot of game and wants to be aggressive here.
Not squeezing in any drones right now. So 4 more drones coming. Currently Scarlet has a 6th drone lead. So he definitely has to move across. 2 Banelings being morphed defensively by Scarlet, as well as the Spine Crawler. Nice Queen block there.
Really well done. Double Spine Crawler for Scarlet now. Now that she realizes what's happening. The first one was started a little bit earlier. Saw the links moving out and immediately decided that one is not going to be enough. The Queen is being attacked. Banelings trying to go for connect here. Zerglings is sitting around trying to make two. But always having to dodge the Banelings. And they are actually junking. It could be a massive connect. Taking it to this one. The Queen dies in the process. Well done here.
Look at the Jaedong. He didn't morph anything. He didn't do it. He started there. So maybe he now.
I actually very much for Jaedong. He has the Baneling connected, but she lost one Baneling.
The Queen finishes again, so she still has to start that inject, wait for this larva to pop, and also, of course, that Spire. Might be looking to start his 3rd base soon, knowing that he can with the Mutalisk. Go to Spire as well. Not as much of a lead as the Spire on the Spire as I expected.
Well, the thing is that we do not have both the harvester count is the same, and the 3rd is now coming in. So he knows that his tech is a little bit faster, and both of them will want to get the 3rd base. Here we go. We have Scarlet immediately moving in with a drone on her own, gets that 3rd base, and this is what it's all about. Especially when you're, I mean in CBC in general, but if you go for Mutalisk, it is so important. It's about the gas. It's about mining as much as possible, getting maybe 1 or 2 additional Mutalisks, and then the fights are gonna just snowball. You will get that momentum in a Mutalisk fight as soon as you have the superior numbers, and that will just